I'm exposed, laid out my secret. My heart doesn't stand a chance. I've always loved you ever since the day we shared the same air. I can't breathe. I can't sleep tonight, knowing I might wake up alone tomorrow. I can't breathe. I can't close my eyes, 'cause there's a feeling somewhere inside.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, for game number 2 in this best of 3. It's Hyper Glory Team taking on Vici Gaming for your iLeague Season 2 LAN Finals. I'm LD. I will be joined here by Winter, although he's currently trying to reconnect, get himself in the game. Perfect World not cooperating, at least not for now. But, well, with that said, we get underway with the draft. It's a first pick Faceless Void here for HGT. Not a hero that has really seen a ton of love in the latest patch. He got some slight nerfs, still feels pretty strong. I remember Universe did a Q&A recently where he said he still thinks Void is good, but the nerfs are starting to add up to the point where he feels like he's more of a situational pick rather than you can just pretty much always pick Void and find a way to work him. They then follow this up with a Silencer, so heavy on the team fight, good disengage, and some gank lockdown versus this Naga now. Chrono as well as Global, so you Chrono, you Global, can't swap anybody out of the Chrono during that time, and could be a very potent way to guarantee kills here later on in the game. With that said, Winter, how are you doing, my friend? Any luck connecting, or no luck?
I'm still relogging, but I see the heroes from the stream.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on the draft so far?
You were talking about Void getting nerfs all the time in the previous few patches, but he actually got a slight buff. It was an indirect buff actually, this patch. He can actually catch, you know, when your ball lining out or when the Ember just jumps out, if you can chrono during the jump duration, you can actually still catch the target now. It got changed. Before you couldn't do that, but you can do it now.
I'm sorry, what was that? I was just reading chat. I think we might be having an audio issue.
I was saying, Void got an indirect buff this patch with the Chrono being able to catch stuff that...
Oh, you can't like Storm Spirit zip through it or waveform, right?
Yeah, and the Ember Spirit ultimate when you jump away.
Okay.
So it was like, I mean, it's not a super big thing, but it's something, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Well, what do you think of this? Vici Gaming go for the Invoker. They run the Naga here, so... It looks like it will probably be that super Invoker once again, not the one position Invoker.
It's the Crosswax Invoker, Spacemaker, with the Tide. So you have two team fight heroes. I mean, it's a typical 4 protect 1 strategy, with the one being someone like a Naga, Morphling or Anti-Mage, which takes up the whole map, basically. But somebody said it's being repatched, right? That you can't do that anymore. The Void. Might have
been, maybe it was a new bug in the patch that they fixed. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, because I remember seeing like it actually works then in some of my pub games. It wasn't. I remember it wasn't in the patch notes maybe or something.
Yeah, I don't think it was in the patch notes. Someone made like a by the way kind of thread on Reddit, and
yeah, and somebody noticed that it actually works.
Man, there's a lot of posts on Reddit. It is the funny thing is like sometimes it's the only way to keep up on some of these bugs because Valve doesn't really publish everything. You know, only some stuff. So, well, anyway, that's neither here nor there. We see a Wisp now for HGT. What do you think about the Wisp pick this game? It's definitely an unusual draft to run a Wisp with.
It works very well with Medusa. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. And it's sort of like, you have that global presence when if your Void wants to go around looking for kills, then he can bring someone over. Makes the Void chrono a lot more scary in the early game when you want to go for solo pickoffs.
Yeah, it is good with Medusa. That's true. You have a lot of mana to replenish from the if you get the arcanes, even with the bottle or a soul rain, and so it can help keep the mana shield up, even through the EMP coming your way. Now Vici Gaming, looking at their last pick, I guess it's another support here, or do you think there's any chance of the support Naga?
There's one thing I want to tell you first. I can't get back into the game.
Oh no, sorry, my friend.
I'll just watch from outside.
Perfect World is not being kind to you today. I guess it's good that you can't get back in as opposed to me, though, where they wouldn't really have much to watch.
Yep, that's for sure. But you were saying that what type of range support they're looking for their last pick?
What do you think? Lion has been really popular, but he's banned right now. So.
I feel like this is a good Chen game though, because they can't really come to your jungle and harass you, and Chen works well with against the Phrases Void. And you want to push early against their heroes because they have Void and Dusa. They don't really defend very well. These two heroes comes online very late, and with the Chen bench Tidehunter and Invoker, you can 4-man versus 5 heroes of HGT, and while your Naga just do her thing. I think that's also a good way to deal with HGT's greedy lineup now. I think it's still very greedy to have Medusa and Void together on the same team.
Have you seen the Chen blink video? Where he blinks, he pulls all his creeps in next to him, and then I think he had 3 centaurs and just chain stunned an anti-mage to death.
4 centaurs, you mean?
Yeah, oh yeah, it was 4 centaurs. You might have had a Helm of the Dominator as well, even.
You can control 4 creeps now, by the way.
Oh yeah, you're right. It was pretty cool though. We're not gonna see the Chen this game.
Yeah, you said I would have no delay though, but I think I have some delay on the stream. For some reason. Maybe
yeah, it's probably like a minute delay or so.
10 seconds remaining.
Alright. That's not gonna be fun.
5 seconds.
Well, if you want, buddy, I can solo cast, or we could move to Dota TV.
No, it's fine, it's fine. I'll just watch from. But I won't be able to say a lot of stuff right away.
Let's see. Final pick for HGT. They have their support, so I guess we're gonna see the one position Medusa offlane Void, and you get your mid here.
They need a hero that can do damage though, cause so far when they chrono they don't have damage. Medusa doesn't deal so much damage early on, and their partner for support for the Wiz is someone like a silencer, which doesn't deal a lot of damage. They need a mid hero that deals damage, or offlane hero that deals damage with spell. Maybe a Timber Saw, because they can land the Medusa middle and have Void on the safe lane and offlane hero. I actually reconnected back into the game.
What? I thought you couldn't even see it.
I was trying to reconnect, but it wouldn't work all the time. Now I'm back in the game for some reason.
Okay, well the Dota gods, Ice Frog has smiled on us today, so let's count our blessings. Thank you, Ice Frog. Please be kind.
Thank you for the late Christmas presents.
Yes, Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas. Please let us watch and cast quality Dota. Here we go. All right, we're underway now. This is game 2, guys. If you're just joining us, HGT did take game 1 rather convincingly at that. Vici Gaming went for a four position Doom, just got run over in the laning stage. Very greedy draft and never really had a chance to bounce back. So Vici will look to recover now, but a loss here throws them down into the lower bracket. With that said, we'll run through our lineups. You've got Ice again reprising his role in the Tidehunter. The Nyx Assassin will be in FY's hand, so they go for a heavy mana burn strat here, coupling his Nyx together with Super's Invoker. Expect to see that Quas Wex build once again, already taking the points in Quas. Black will be playing your carry Nagasign, and that leaves Fenrir as the support Venge. And on the side of HGT, you've got the Kaka Wisp that puts air onto the Medusa mid, it looks like. ZSMJ the Slark, Pretty Haw the Silencer, and that will leave Icy in the offlane as the Void. So it looks like they're going to run the Wisp dual lane mid with Medusa.
30 seconds.
Yeah, and I want to say this game is actually feeling really good, a good Nyx game though. If he can get his levels up, he can kill their heroes very easily. like the Silencer and the Wisp are very good targets for him. And Mana Burn is very valuable this game, again, against the Medusa and the Wisp.
Yeah, it's there was a period where teams were picking Medusa and nobody was really drafting Mana Burn. And it was really surprising, because Quasvex Invoker I think had been buffed at that point, and Invoker in general was still seeing some play, but nobody was really thinking about Nyx. He'd
Yeah,
kind of fallen by the wayside. But nowadays it seems like
get
teams are very
better.
quick to go for Mana Burn.
Yeah, people just get better when you keep playing the same hero, then everyone starts to realize what's actually really good against it.
Well, they definitely have the Mana Burn. There is a Wisp to somewhat counter it, but I think we saw last game, and Invoker can be very irritating for Wisp, as
Definitely.
it looked like it might be a dual lane mid, but now they're going to bring the Wisp top. So, let's see. Bottle coming out now. Maybe Kaka will roam around. It looks like early on they want to try and slow down Ice Ice Ice.
They didn't break the trees though, so actually may suggest they are not going to try and stack up a lot of stuff. They actually have Medusa though, so I'm not sure why they actually didn't break the tree so that they can stack for the Medusa later on. But the Wisp is going to start pulling, get levels, like you said, maybe he's going to go into a few, maybe 1 or 2 levels, then start roaming a lot to help the Medusa.
Yeah, it's a little bit unusual, I guess. Like, if you look at how DK was running their Wisp at TA4, they would always break those trees on Dire. Even if they didn't always stack early, they would always break the trees and just leave the option available.
You will always have someone to clear it, right? No matter what. So it's just being efficient, giving your team that a little bit more to farm. Sometimes it's all the small things that matters. You know, you get that 100, 200 extra goal, and you get that faster blink, and you actually win a team fight, stuff like that.
Same thing would happen for was happening for Secret, where I don't think that I saw a single game where Big Daddy did not do that before the hero got banned.
I think it's a very crucial part of the support, the hero as a support though, because he can actually stack multiple camps at once. There are only few supports that can actually do that.
Yeah, double stacking, definitely not an everyman kind of job. As Kaka will go for the 2-minute rune here top. At the same time, it looks like FY will get the bottom rune. Super just sitting back and looking to CS. Oops, let's get our stats sorted properly. So, early on the Medusa, doing fine in terms of CS. Not really getting owned by any means, but it's kind of what you expect. This Quasvex Invoker just not a very dominant laner early.
Yeah. And I was talking about the last hero from HGT before this. Like, I expected someone to deal a lot of damage, but I didn't expect it to be a melee hero like a Slug, because he doesn't really work super well with the Chronosphere. He's gonna latch on Ice and Ice, but just dealing some damage. But it looks like HGT's plan has become a lot more clear now with the Slug. They just want to be speed pushing the whole map, farming the whole map, having the Slug roam around later with maybe a Shadow. I think Shadow Blade is actually quite good this game instead of a Blink, because they have the relocate and he can actually have more presence on the map. So they just look to be everywhere pushing the lanes, and VG will be trying to do the same with the Naga, but at the same time they have the Tide to push towers with when he has Pocket.
Super getting aggressive mid lane, cold snapping air, and that's gonna burn the rest of his mana shield. The bottle inbound now, so not really under too much in too much danger, I should say. Icy, we can compare our offlanes here, pretty much neck and neck with Ice Ice Ice. 3 tangos and a salve. Only 1 tango left on Icy, though. He has gold if he wants to spend it.
He has creeps at least. Tide doesn't even have a single one.
Yeah, Icy's getting cocky here. Walks right into the camp.
Yeah,
Not much FY can do about it, though.
They can't really kill him, and he's just gonna teach the experience. This is like the right play for him.
Oh, and then he backtracks the stun as well.
RNG.
Oh my.
I'm actually surprised I mean, I would have actually just run in and take the camps, try and last it, because the Nyx just stun you, the Venge just stun you, and you got a backtrack on the stun. I mean, you could have tried to take the last hit on the neutral creeps at least.
Or just start clubbing Fenrir, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just something extra that he could have done just now.
And there's a haste rune. Who's gonna grab this one?
Venge, probably, because he's a more reliable stun than the Nyx.
Not easy to get a kill on Medusa, even at this stage, though.
Yeah, the Wisp is here as well, with 1 point in overcharge already, so this is definitely a very difficult kill.
They could get the Wisp. That might be the
They're
plan.
They're bringing another hero here. The Nyx is coming in.
Hello, Kaka! Fenrir just standing right next to him. Chilling. As he is actually invis. Oh, it's so hard to tell that the Wisp is invis.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay,
they're gonna
invis
change
will
it.
end now.
Yeah, maybe they're gonna change that sometime. It's like no
I feel like it should be a little more obviously. But anyway, Eric's gonna get caught out. EMP comes through. That will almost instantly finish him off. First blood ends up going the way of Vici.
With 3 heroes, you were talking about 2 heroes, not enough damage, but 3 heroes definitely they can get the kill on the Medusa, even with the overcharge.
Well, perhaps it's unfortunate that the Wisp was invis. I feel like if the Wisp was visible, then that doesn't end up happening. Because Fenrir would have seen him, and that would have just caused him to back off, and potentially they just go on the Wisp instead and try to kill him there.
I think he already came out from his invis. I don't think he was invis just now.
Oh no, I'm saying like right over here earlier.
Oh, alright, yeah,
Yeah.
I get what you mean. But they're still trying to get another, like the second kill on the Medusa would set him very, very far behind. They get this kill. They don't have too much mana on the Invoker though. He has only 2 spells. He can't cast 3 unless he gets the mana burn on the EMP.
Yeah, it's not the easiest thing to land here, but they do have decent lockdown with the 1.77 stun plus 1.55. You're looking at like 3.2 seconds of stun, 3.3.
But he needs to cast his tornado first though, because if he invokes, the tornado goes away. But anyway, they're not gonna go in. And looking at the other lanes, if you're comparing the off lanes again, Tide has at the moment 2, and Void is still doing a lot better with 10 at the moment.
Yeah, Void is level 5. The Naga, though, is the one really farming freely. Black at 44 CS. At the same time, your Slark for CSMJ doing okay, but not as dominant. 36.
Versus Tide. Maybe the Tide actually got some anchor smash on the Slark. That's
Yeah.
affecting his last hits here and there.
Very hard to last hit.
Sometimes you see players on safe lane when they are Slark against Tide, they actually get a quelling bait just to deal with that.
Yeah, it's even with the Silencer leveling up Curse of the Silent. It's just Anchor Smash, such a low mana cost. You can always get at least one off, it seems, and as a result, he's got mana later on to be a nuisance to this safe lane Slark.
Oops, did you actually hear that?
Yes. Is that the ice cream truck?
Nope, I'm muting myself. It's my phone call. I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good. FY will make his way top now. Your Nyx Assassin about to drop an Observer Ward. He will do so, and he's got a smoke at the ready. Not particularly high level, though. With a little rumble here in the jungle. Icy, not yet level 6, or he might try to go for something on Fenrir. Instead, he's going to get stunned by the Venge, then stunned by the Centaur. That is a sad Faceless Void. He just gives up. Time walks down to low ground, and will be forced to retreat out in the end. That is not his day. Oh my. The double stun combo. Even the neutral's turning against him. That's when you know it's time to go to bed and sleep it off. And that's exactly what he'll do. Back to the well he goes. At the same time, Pretty Hall, we'll check the level progress here. He's actually 5. Kaka, only 4. Doing quite well for his levels on this support silencer. So we'll see the global fairly soon in conjunction with Chronosphere. And that will mean that there's no easy counter-initiate for Vici. They have Song, they have EMP Tornado, but barring that, if you just global, you're not going to be able to do anything against the Chronosphere.
Yeah, but I'm still worried about the damage though, whereas they don't really have too much damage naturally. They need a lot of items from the Void and the
Dire's
Medusa before they can
bottom
actually
tower
deal
is under
damage
attack.
during Chrono.
That's true. And a lot of these heroes on Vici are tanky.
Yeah, and if you don't burst anyone during the Chrono, there'll be the swap. I mean, during the silence duration from the global silence, then the swap will come, the Ravage will come, and you won't be able to kill anyone during that period.
FY hunting, but he's now spotted out by some dire Sentry Ward mid, so doesn't look like he'll be able to get anything accomplished with this Invis rune. This Delane is level 6 quite a bit as well.
Yeah, he's actually not that level.
He's been
the
moving
moment.
around a lot.
Yeah, he has been a lot. They're actually prioritizing just leaving the Naga all by herself, and they're trying to get like additional kills. You've been watching a lot of like the supports staying around middle, just hoping to catch the Medusa with a tornado, and they can just run in and blow up with the stun.
Ice gets cursed. That's very irritating for him. He's got the stick charges, so we'll be okay, but not fun. Vici.
He's actually struggling a lot in the lane though. Only 5 CS at the moment for a hero like Tide. Usually Tide has like around 10 to 15 and 10 minutes on the off lane. Even though it's a very hard lane, but this game is really difficult for him with the silent circles.
VG do smoke. They go for the Impale initiation onto air, but Kaka's sitting here in reserve. He's got a tether in 2 seconds. That is not the hero you want to find when you go for that gank.
TP out. Slug came in. Can't really get any kills here. That was a wasted TP.
Uh-oh. ZSMJ maybe looking to go back in. Impale off the mark by FY. Not the easiest spell in the world to land, and HGT gonna ramble towards top lane. But in good news, Black is just farming out of control. He's already 8 CS a minute at 10 minutes.
Alright, I just realized he has 86 CS.
I think they're okay, Winter. It's gonna be okay for the VG Gaming fans.
I just realized, yes. Okay, he has 90 now. Almost.
Ay. He's almost 9 CS a minute. 8.5, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of those are jungle picks, but it's a very good start for the Naga Siren. They're gonna TP. I think for now they might want to just focus on getting level 6 on the Nyx. They really need to get at least a kill, or somehow give him space to get the lane for him to get his ultimate.
They'll try to make their go here on the bottom lane. Icy does get stunned. No backtrack RG for him at all. He did not match the Time Walker chrono in time, and they
almost
changed
one whole level for the Nyx.
That felt like too easy. You know, they just walk up to the void, and they get off the initial stun. Can't time walk, no backtracks, didn't get to cast chrono.
And it was daytime as well, so that was actually a little too easy for them to get that kill.
Yeah, exactly. And it wasn't like they made some huge commitment for it. They just kind of walked into the lane and killed him.
Yeah, they needed desperately to get levels from the Nyx, and I think that was a huge kill for them. The Nyx is almost 6 now. He was like 4.5 before this.
Also, they delay the Mask of Madness for Icy, which he appears to be rushing even. Pick up this early Mask of Death.
He might actually go back for the threats though. Yeah, usually you see Voids getting just the Morbid Mask, so you can actually stay in the lane better. Oh, that chrono.
He won't chrono, but it's the hero catapult that kills off the tower. He thought he could go for a cheeky deny, but he didn't catch the catapult.
That was actually costly. They're gonna try and pressure the tower now, the tier 2. No chrono.
That is beyond costly. Black has Relic Gold. This is a level 1 chrono as well. So there's no chrono for a minute and a half. They're gonna keep on pushing.
Even if we relocate it, I don't think they can stop this push. EMP gonna hit on the Medusa. Haste, nope, not gonna hit.
Well, Air is hasted, and as you mentioned, it's scurrying around at the same time top lane. Ice, hanging on for dear life, brings her out the tower, then he ravages, but ZSMJ, perfect timing on the Dark Patch.
Missed on the slug though. Oh my god. Yeah, 2 wasted ultimates.
By the way, he did go Shadowblade. He's already got it as well.
Yeah, I think Shadowblade is really good this game with the IO relocate coming in for and bringing someone else in. Shadowblade is a very strong pickup in this game.
They're trying to bait Icy in, and he gets stunned again. Bottom lane, the relocate comes through. There's a time walk. Song is used just to disengage as Black will TP out. So annoying to play against as a
so suddenly 3 big cooldowns used. Chrono, Ravage, and the Song. And top lane is the relocate. The Wiz is coming back with the silencer.
Let's see if Mr. Darrow was paying attention. He tries to TP out here low and dead.
Shadowblade attack speed made the kill happen.
Yeah, don't sleep on that bonus damage either, Winter. That's a 25% damage increase almost at this stage. Just from the plus damage, not even counting the attack speed.
This is actually very good for HGT if all the cooldowns are there. Their heroes are more... They work better when they get a lot of space to farm. And Invoker is not exalt this game, so he's not exactly a super core. It's just like a utility hero.
Yeah, it definitely feels like a lot of weight on Black's shoulders right now, but good news is it is a Naga. So I guess you look at the draft, and in theory HGT have solutions for Naga, Void being the main one, but maybe an Abyssal Blade Slark much later on. But there's going to be a long window, a wide window this game where...
I think Slug as well is a good way to, like, apart from the Void though, I think Slug is also a good way. You can clear illusions very well when he doesn't have... Before he has his heart, you have Dark Crack, and you're good at hunting down the Naga with your ultimate, Shadow Dance and Shadow Blade. So I think Slug is also a good way to slow the Naga down if you can get a pick off.
Looks like we'll have a smoke here from HGT. On the prowl, they head to the south side of the map. Slark by ZSMJ, Icy, and Kaka all rotating as a trio. They want to get aggressive here.
Dire's bottom tower
They've got a
is
chrono
under
at the ready. DD rune in the river. Are they going to go for it? They do. And they'll look to break high ground. This could be a great opportunity for them. Do they get off a nice chrono to start the fight? Fenrir's basically dead. But now the tornado comes through, and the final orbs will kill him off. EMP, not enough to get a kill. They still hold on to the chrono. The global was used there just to secure the kills and try to get out safely at the same time, though. Kaka in trouble, caught out, will end up going down. Did not catch Ice Ice Ice. These chronospheres haven't really been the best for HGT, but I guess good enough. They're going to get the super kill here, make it a 3-for-1 thus far, and let's Black on the run now. Radiance, he's got it. He's got to buy it. He will. And the chase continues. Now they buy back on super just to try and turn the tides.
Oh, you missed the
Tornado coming through. Nicely done. They get the kill with the quick sentry drop. So in the end, the buyback ends up netting them a pretty big frag.
Yeah, he was a worthy buyback. And they almost missed that kill because FI with the impale, but in the end they still got it, and that was a huge kill for them. Not to mention they also saved
Radiant's
Black as
top
well.
tower
They
is
might
under
have actually
attack.
died on him if the Invoker didn't buy back.
That was it's still a very fast Radiance for Black though.
Yeah, the Chronosphere thought that it didn't feel that good, but I think it actually did his job regardless. He got 2 heroes and they managed to finish off the Invoker. They didn't finish off the Nyx, but it was still a big kill on the Invoker.
Yeah, it delays his Orchid quite a bit, and that's probably their most important item after like a Blink Dagger on Nyx and Tide Hunter.
Tide
Dire's top
is...
tower is
Did he
under
purchase
attack.
something? It feels like he's so far behind.
Well, no, his net worth is 2,950. Now
Alright,
3,000.
he has nothing, so this is actually going to be a very slow blink from the Tide.
Is there something Vici could be doing differently? Because this is 2 games in a row where Ice 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 has just been really far behind in net worth.
It's just like they didn't manage to stack the camps like the ancients early enough for him because HGT blocked it out, and the rest is like he just doesn't get enough space though. Like HGT have Silencer is a very good laning support, so as a Tide you have a lot of trouble getting last hits in the lane because of that.
Super makes his way top. He's gonna link up here with FY, who impales the creeps, then backs off. It looks like he is just gonna continue retreating.
That was a bait. That was a bait, maybe.
Super goes in. EMP's there.
Missed the
But the
tornado.
tornado off the mark.
He just wanted to impale the creeps like in front of vision, and he back off, and the enemy thinks it's safe, and the smoke teammates can come in to catch him out.
Yeah, it was a crafty attempt, but with the tornado not connecting, just no real way to get the kill from there.
Well, did the silencer purchase? I think the silencer's I think he's gonna go for Midas. He's saving so much gold. Feels like their lineup is so greedy already, and he's still getting Midas, but I don't think VG can force anything right now. So it's very good timing for him to get a Midas and just continue farming it.
It could really pay off. If they manage to get an Ags Refresher on him, if this goes late.
It's a very good game for him to actually get Axe string. It's very potent against VG's lineup. Here comes FY.
Going on to pretty hot top lane. Can't quite get the kill, but
And they could have gotten a kill only one way with Sunstrike, but it's a classic.
Dire's middle tower
yeah,
is
no
under
points in
attack.
Exhort yet. Even if he had a single point, it would not be nearly enough. But the pressure mid is what I had my eyes on, and the illusion's cutting the waves. They're going to continue just working on this tower. EMP Tornado again crashing through. Void Chrono's ready though, and now they global as well, ensuring that there's no defensive swap. Venge was in the neighborhood, but unable to do anything. Now they charge forward, but it's into a Ravage. Only catches one, but it's enough to get the win. ZSMJ leaping his way in, doesn't actually connect on that. Now Swamp back onto the tower, but he uses the ult to retreat out safely. Icy looking for bashes, not getting them. Song of the Siren used. They're going to prepare for an Anchor Smash, surround with illusions, and probably re-engage here momentarily. The impale from FY though a second early. The timing not right there with Black and FY. Now Icy out of mana. He's going to stick up. Time walks up. Get me out of here. Get to the chopper, he says, and I think he'll make it out just barely. The urn, not quite enough to get the kill. Oh my. If the timing was just a bit better on that impale song cancel, that could have been a lot better for Vici.
Yeah, I think he would have actually landed a 3,
Radiant's
at least
bottom
2 man
tower
impale.
is under attack.
But here comes the slug. Is he gonna find a Naga? No, not gonna
Dire's
find a
middle
Naga.
tower has been denied.
Meanwhile, Air does deny the tower mid, and there's your Midas picked up for the silencer.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to farm a lot. The slug exerting a huge amount of pressure with the relocate threat in this game. So the silencer can have a lot of space trying to catch up in farm, get level 16 as soon as possible.
They are four-manning their ancients right now. They do not want anything to get in their way of securing these blink daggers.
Like the problem is they can't really split up with relocate and the shadow blade slug. Whoever gets caught then just basically dies unless you have at least a few heroes next to you.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Super.
attack.
Is he gonna go here? He's moving. Forward he goes, up the high ground. He's
Dire's
got
top tower
an
is
opportunity
under
to
attack.
jump in and might even catch out the wisp. That could be bad for Kaka. Super gets in range, lets the tornado fly. It completely
Wow.
airballs though.
Another airball.
Uh-oh. But
Sentry.
the
Sentry,
SMJ?
there's
Oh,
sentry.
the Impale comes through on the ground while he's invis as the sentries drop. Cold Snap's there, and he continues to take damage over time. They blink forward, but Medusa Stonegaze is now VG Gaming kind of forced to retreat out. Super zone back out of the fight. Ice the one who's caught. They've got a Chrono, and Icy goes for it, but it's only on one. Super gets swapped out. Fenrir will take the bullet. Now the Song. They look to re-engage. The Song catches a few,
Dire's
and
top
then they
tower
think
is
better
under
of it,
attack.
and they try to run. Continuously chasing forward is
Oh,
the
he's gonna
SMJ.
get
Another
it.
leap, another misspell. Not the first one we've seen this game. A Tornado. That one will connect, but it ends up being enough. So the Slark
Oh, that
overextends,
was-
gets picked off.
That was very ambitious trying to go for that kill. I mean, if
Dire's
he
top
landed the
tower
pounce
is
though, maybe
under
he gets the
attack.
kill, but too bad he didn't land.
Dire's structures are
FY,
fortified.
gonna try and get a tower, but gets bashed up. No mana for, he gets his mana for TP.
Oh,
Got another bash.
poor FY. And the tower's going to get denied now, too.
Oh my god.
Dire's
I thought he was
top
gonna wait for that
tower
last
is
right
being
click.
denied.
Okay, never mind. But he still gets the deny. And does FY have anything else on here? He still doesn't have. He's nowhere near his blink.
Dire's
VG
middle
Gaming are
tower is
linking
under
up here.
attack.
It looks like they're going to go. They see Kaka and Air farming this bottom lane, and they get some vision on Air with the Wave of Terror. Now they'll blink forward. They even Ravage for this just to keep the Wisp relocate from happening, but it might happen anyway. Relocate, and away we go.
That was actually really
Dire's
bad.
middle tower is under
That
attack.
Ravage was really early. Fenrir going to get caught out. So it looks
That
like
was
that's
like
it for VG.
that was like even that was like so early before the relocate happened.
Does
Oh,
FY
dear.
try to go in here? He might.
Yeah, no Ravage, why not?
Impale. Now and then the follow-up nuke from Ice gets the kill. They turn onto Air. Stone Gaze, though, immediately prevents any follow-up. Well, except for Ice, who then gets turned to stone and turned. Oh, man. Nobody having any luck against this Medusa. Air almost wiggles his way back into the tornado, which just fell short, but not going to connect in the end. So now they know the global is currently down for quite some
Ravage
time.
is down as well. Everything
Yeah.
is down.
Radiant's
Stone
middle
Gaze is
tower
down.
is under
Except for
attack.
Chrono. Chrono's ready. If he gets mana, which is going to take a little while.
That was actually a huge miskill that they didn't get on the Medusa. They just needed to wait for the relocate before the Ravage. Then they get that kill.
Tornado, EMP, also coming through your Wisp. Would be quite sad if that tether wasn't quick enough. But dodges away from the EMP.
They're not actually trying to split push though, they're trying to fight here with the Chrono because they know they don't have Ravage. But I'm not sure if even without Ravage they can actually 100% win the fight though. VG heroes are still strong without the Ravage.
The thing is, when they don't have global, there's always that defensive swap and the defensive
Yeah,
song.
and they have the song, yeah, exactly. Even if you get a Chrono on like 2 heroes or 3 heroes, if you are not catching the Naga, you're not going to be able to engage properly.
Yeah, and he hasn't really had the best chronos.
Yeah,
Like
I
last fight, he
felt
only
like-
got one hero.
I felt like maybe they can try to just split push more instead, even though they know Ravage is down. Like, it's not a sure win fight for them.
Hello, Kaka. And probably
You, bro.
goodbye. He's brought low by Ice and FY. They do finish him off. Now the song used as they scatter backwards. The EMP gonna come through, but doesn't do anything as they're all still songed and held back. We're looking for the jump in here, but the Void of Icy gets silenced. He's backtracking a lot of these spells, though. Gosh, he swapped back in. He goes for a midget time walk and then looks to turn this one around. He lurches forward again. The Stone Gaze zoning everyone out. To the left goes Black and Super. Yeah, the Ravage comes through, but doesn't hit on Icy. Only catching out pretty hard. Actually, ZSMJ was caught as well. So they get the Slark. That's the important one. Into the tree line, Icy
Dire's bottom tower
retreats, and
is under attack.
He now will time walk to the south. Has a chrono, still holding it. Just can't find a good opening. So global.
He didn't manage to find a chrono.
Are fortified.
That was.
This Orchid is really making his life difficult. This BKB cannot come soon enough.
I don't know though. I felt that he could have chrono. He jumped after he was swapped and he was like a very short jump. But at that point he could have actually chronoed. But he chose not to chrono and he didn't get any good chance after that anymore. And
the thing is, I think like the swap just caught him off guard because he was expecting to time walk much farther back and
he could have still chronoed the Venge plus one more hero beside though. I'm not sure though.
Yeah. No, he definitely could have. I think he just like wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, he chose not to do it though. And he didn't get a chance to use the chrono the whole fight after that.
Oh, the Riptide just missed Yonkaka here, but he's still very irritated by these Naga illusions. If FY hits the Impale, that's a kill.
Yeah, and Medusa has her Skadi right now, but Naga is still way ahead of everyone. 16k net worth, and the Medusa is like 9,000.
Relocate top. Here's some J. Getting some backup here as Ice. We'll go down again.
I'm surprised.
Still though.
They need to keep doing this, like split up the map, try not to go head on fights with the Tide when you have Ravage. He still has the Ravage by the way, but try to get pick-offs and farm the whole map better than the Naga. Like they can kill the Naga illusions fairly quick now. They can still do it with the slug. Oh, he's gonna die though, Silencer.
I only caught the last moment of it, but the illusions spell the demise of the Silencer. I guess in good news, Winter, Naga is not a terrible hero against that Medusa if the Stone Gaze is already blown. You've got the illusion diffusal blades, can burn a lot of his mana quickly. Fenrir, another hero caught out and quickly dealt with. They're finding a lot of pickoffs now.
Yeah, they need to try and find the rush pick. So they have Void. They can do it with 2 heroes on Void plus anyone. Slug Shadowblade in, Void jumps in or something. They need to find a chance, a timing to do it.
How close is Silencer to Ag's Refresher? Well, he's getting close to... actually not that close to Ag's. Alright, they still have a while to go before they can really take huge team fights.
And it feels like neither team can actually end the game that quick. You're gonna be in for a long ride.
I hope you have some caffeine waiting, my friend. Well, actually for you it's a reasonable time, right?
No, I don't need caffeine now. I just need my dinner.
It's 6 PM for you? 7 PM?
Slug's gonna find Black and the silence for this. Where's the relocate? Where's the relocate?
They are coming, but I don't know if it's quickly enough. Black about to get caught out, but he manages to get off the song right as the Ravage comes through. Slightly awkward for Richie Gaming. Oh no, Chrono from Icy. He's still searching for it. He gets super, but only super. No Black catch out there, but leap again by CSMJ. That one's missed as well. Stone Gaze forced out. Ice on the retreat at the same time. Your Nyx Assassin trying to run down the Silence. You can't even finish him off. Pretty hot will scatter. FY forced to retreat.
That was like major screw up there. The Tide out. The Slug was never supposed to live.
What a weird fight.
Yeah, the song saved the Slug, and the Slug actually killed his teammates.
Yeah, he ravages, then the song comes out, and then they reset. Then the Nyx Assassin of FY was trying to run down that Silencer.
The song stopped the Ravage damage and the Tornado damage on the Slug, so it actually made... The Slug was dead for sure, there's no way he survives, but when the fight started, the relocate was very slow as well when Slug caught the Naga there.
I gotta say, Vici Gaming are not feeling like they're playing their A game right now, just in terms of their level of coordination. The earlier song Impale was off, which isn't the easiest thing to
LAN
learn.
event, by the way?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so, okay. If it happens on online event, it's like, maybe it's still reasonable.
Well, but they all live in a team house anyway, right? So, well, I guess you mean because of lag?
No, I mean, if you're at the team house with stuff, you're more casual, more relaxed.
That's
but
true.
at the LAN event, you're more serious.
It's kind of a casual-ish LAN. Well, no, I guess that's more ECL. iLeague is more of a real stage.
Isn't this event like more serious?
Yeah, I was thinking of ECL, which is pretty casual in terms of the setup.
And you yell at each other.
Yeah. Well, good news is they still got a very farm Naga, and Black has gone for the Diffusal Blade, so this Medusa will have trouble keeping her mana shield up. You've got Nick's mana... He actually didn't max the mana burn, though, which we haven't talked about, but that's quite unusual against Medusa.
Yeah, usually against this sort of lineup, oh no, Silencer is gonna get killed by Naga again.
That was too easy for Black.
Yeah, but again, this kind of lineup, you wanna have mana burn at a higher rank. Tornado misses again, Stone Gaze goes out.
Chronosphere. Icy time walks in, and he can't really decide who he wants to go on. He's gonna try to focus on Ice Ice Ice. Super caught out. The song comes through right as he's about to die to ZSMJ. This ends the Slark's ultimate as well.
Drop the Chrono.
Chrono? Oh no! Oh no.
Right?
Yeah, that just happened.
You know this sort of Chrono, usually why it happens, this sort of miss Chrono is like, in a fight you had like 1 or 2 chances to Chrono and your teammate is yelling, Chrono dude, why are you saving your Chrono? And then, okay, I go. Okay, and then those type of Chrono ends up, you know, it's a big Chrono, under pressure. It happens a lot when your teammate is like, when you have a few chances to Chrono and you don't use it, and your team is like waiting, and you're like very inclined to use the Chrono, and you just make a back Chrono after that.
See, that's when you know it's backwards, because the way it should go is the Void should be saying, okay, I'm going in now to Chrono, not waiting for his team to tell him when to go.
If your teammate is like saying, dude, we're waiting for you, dude, and you're not going in yet, then it's not very good if it's
I mean, he's got a BKB. Like the
thing is, he popped the BKB at the start of the fight.
And then he just ran around.
Yeah, he didn't want to drop his Chrono. Like, he saw the Naga song. Yeah, I understand, but he could have Chrono at least the height and force BG to engage at a position which they didn't want to. But he chose to save it and save. His team was like, they were ready to fight, but he didn't want to fight or something. But it was just weird.
Well, they're gonna try to cool their jets here, Winter. Everyone wants a breath of fresh air. Let's have a quick break.
I can imagine ZSMJ yelling there. I remember I saw him yelling at a LAN event once.
Is he very like intense in game, or?
I mean, he's not. He's very serious.
He's a very successful businessman, correct? Like, he has, from what I understand, he has several business projects.
I didn't know about his business projects, but I know
think
he's
that's
very
CSMJ.
serious player.
Or maybe that's 2009. Is that 2009?
Yeah, that's 2009.
2009. That's right.
His,
it's not CSMJ.
like factories and stuff. Runs his own business.
Well, ZSMJ for now. If he's all business, he's not showing it to us. So we'll just have to try and make our own conclusions. If you're just joining us, guys, this is Game 2 of a best of 3. HGT currently leading 1-0. Loser not eliminated. They will drop down to the lower bracket, though, as we can take a quick look at those brackets. But we've got a moment here. As you can see, our Liquipedia bracket. Thank you, Liquipedia, for providing this excellent, often updated tool. Winner will play speed gaming, and it looks like we are going to get back underway. Yeah, just for those who are wondering where in the tournament we are. We're early. This is still round 1 of the winner's bracket. Long way to go.
And Dusa is going to have her BKB completed for the next combat. She has enough cash for it. And BKB will stop a lot of all those mana burn damage coming in her way. That's a huge pickup for her at this point of the game. It's not a very good timing, but at least she gets it for the next fight.
Ruh-roh. They're looking to make a move here mid. Air's kind of a bit far out. No, he's going to tuck back under the tower.
I think they need the BKB on a Slug very desperately as well. Like, the Slug, there's so many ways of controlling him. Even though he has his ultimate, the Dark Pack, like, he needs the BKB very desperately for the Slug. I don't think they can defend. They definitely can't defend this tower, I feel. It's gonna go down no matter what.
Tornado is searching with an EMP, but Air's just going to move to the left a bit. Here comes the backstab, though. Icy, where's that Chrono? Where's it at? Oh, he gets Super, but the Global is there, so they secure the kill on Super. At least 1 pickoff, now going to be 2. Mostly the Global winning the match fight more than the Chrono.
Yeah, the Global stopped the Ravage and the swap. Both the big spells there.
So that's the thing, like, their initiation is so strong that Icy just needs to go. Like, even if it's just one hero, That's what he should be doing every
That was
fight.
what I felt the last fight. I mean, it doesn't matter even if he can't get like at least 2 heroes in the corner. I mean, he just needs to start the fight, you know, and his team will just win the fight at that point. From that point,
They're gonna look to push on the back of this.
yep,
Air,
this
CSMJ.
tower doesn't feel defendable anymore for VG. They're gonna have to give up the tower, and Naga they passed the
They have
Naga
song.
a gem. Yeah, they passed the
Radiant's
Naga a
middle
gem now, so
tower is
they are gonna be
under
able to see the Shadow Blade slot, and the Naga illusions will be able to help them scout the map for wards and etc. Use coming up on the Nyx. I was expecting a blink, but goes for use. And you can use it to cancel off the global silence. That's a useful thing for the Nyx.
Speaking of the Nyx, he's on a little ganking mission here.
with the illusion.
He's got vision from this Naga illusion, but he can't do this alone.
How close is the slug? He needs, it's quite a long ways more. He still needs the recipe for the BKB. And Roshan is still there. No one has actually attempted to get Roshan yet. Oh, this Medusa looks like he's in a bad spot. I think he's gonna die. TP on cooldown, even though he has BKB, I think he's dead.
Wrap around coming, they cold snap, Air out of mana, BKB is there, but doesn't have a TP cooldown available. Here comes the reinforcements, he gets swapped back in, Song's there, keeps the backline heroes from fighting while they focus on Air, but he cancels the Song, Ravage comes through, perfectly timed, right as the BKB wore off. Oh, well, I wanted coordination, I'm getting it right now from Vici Gaming. Stepping their game up here against HGT as they close in on what could be a deciding game number 3. Taking out 3 heroes, pushing through the bottom lane. This Naga, 9k gold ahead of the enemy Medusa. Who's the real Snake Lady now?
They're gonna pick up the silencer as well.
He's got global, but no, not gonna save him from that. He will hold on to it. They have Chrono ready.
I'm actually surprised they tried to save the Medusa there. I thought she was dead for sure. Didn't have mana when they TP'd in.
Oh, nice. FY forces out the BKB. That means they can continue pushing in here. And it's gonna be tough for Icy now.
They might actually lose more than this. Can they still take the middle racks? I think they can, no? They can still at least take the power.
Well, this looks good for Vici Gaming Winter. 1, maybe 2 lanes of racks.
That was a huge mistake there. I think going to save the Medusa, that's gonna cost them so much.
Oh, the Yules. He doesn't have a BKB available. It's still cooling down. Then the Tornado, the mass whirlwinds keep him off. And then they song for good measure.
That was a very, very good song.
Very aggravating. What a hero.
What a hero indeed. Naga still hasn't had 1 death to her name. Next item, evasion. Definitely.
Yeah, Void is so poor. MKB for Icy is just a... It's a long way off, to put it mildly. Even for Air. And, I mean, Slark is still trying to complete that BKB.
No cost on HGT, so I can't afford to get an MKB right now.
Even if they do, it's not like that means they can definitely kill Black. It's just it's a starting point.
Yep. But it's gonna be a long ride for them after losing that fight and the Rex. And this Aegis seems like VG is gonna be able to secure it with the Ravage coming off cooldown in 18 seconds, but they still have to be very careful fighting that with the Chrono available. Maybe they try to push all the lanes in first before they try to go for the Roshan. They can definitely do it with the Naga illusions. They are not in a rush of getting the Rosh though, I feel. They can get it when they feel all the lanes are in and HGT have no way of coming to contest the Roshan.
Speaking of the rush, everyone is kind of congregating. We have another quick pause, but it mercifully ends at a reasonable time, and they do start to move their way in. Horde Spirit in position in the pit. Black gonna mosey on through, and Uchigami will go for this. They give him the alacrity as well, so he hits quite hard.
No, the slug is so far away from this. They need to initiate with the Void and the Silence.
Come on, not again.
PC issues.
Unfortunate. Well, at least it's not in the middle of a team fight, I suppose.
Yeah, I think they need to go for this. They need to contest the the Roshan though. I feel if they give this up, it's gonna be a difficult hole when VG is gonna come to push the high ground again. The tier 3 is so low already. Aegis on black doesn't feel like they wanna give it to him. It feels like they wanna give it to someone else.
Yeah, maybe you give it to like the Invoker here.
Yeah, but black is so farmed though. It's like you want a hero that farms them 2 lives.
That's true. Well, he might have buyback. Yeah, he could buy back and rejoin the fight as well. That's the other option. Probably gonna walk up to the high ground where Air is lurking. He has reinforcements in reserve. Now they look for the Chrono. The Global was used, but at the same time, the Nyx throws himself up in the air. BKB for Icy about to end. They could try and Chrono Ice to prevent a Ravage. Can he find the 2-hero Chrono? It doesn't come through, and Icy ends up going down again without getting off a Chrono Spear. He just can't find what he likes. ZSMJ probably going down as well on the run, gets blown up at the same time, trying to retreat out his Kaka. Not so fast, says Black. Come give me a hug.
Not sure though. Again, he had a chance, so many chances to drop his Chrono, but it just feels like he was trying very hard to get like 2 or 3 heroes, and like you mentioned, he doesn't really have to get so many heroes. He just needs to drop it on, like, example, the Tide. He could have dropped the Chrono on the Tide to stop the Ravage.
Yeah, he could have at least prevented the Ravage though. For sure he could have killed the Tide.
He was just trying too hard to get a very good Chrono when he doesn't need to.
I feel like maybe his confidence is shaken at this point. It's just like, you know what, this is just not my game. Maybe his team's yelling at him.
Yeah, those sort of things affect the performance a lot.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have that game where you're playing like shit and, you know, it's just hard to bounce back. But that's what games 3 are for.
I think this is more or less really over for them. The enemy gets the Aegis, pushes and finishes the game, where their lineup just has to be ahead against the Naga right now. They have very few ways of getting their lanes pushed out quicker than the Naga at this point, right? They're too far behind.
No, it is a free Aegis. Let's see who they're going to give it to. Super does grab it in the end, so that means you can't Chrono the Invoker now anyway, even if you wanted to. And he looks to be going for an E-Blade. Oh, is it an E-Blade? Butterfly? Maybe it is a Butterfly.
I think E-Blade would be the...
It's pretty good against the Chrono.
Yeah, good against the Chrono. There's so much physical damage from the enemy team.
But think of the Flutter, Winter.
Think of the Flutter. Movement speed.
Yeah, this is one bad fight and HGT lose at this point. They pretty much have to play perfectly. Like, how many fights would you say? I would say like at least 2 or 3 perfect team fights in a row.
To be fair, they had their chances though. They just didn't execute the Chronosphere. I mean, mainly was the Chronosphere.
We saw the power of this combo earlier. Like, he just one fight where he just globaled, chronoed a single hero. And they got a quick kill.
That was the tier 2 fight in middle here. They got a kill and they just won the fight after that.
Yeah. Wow.
That was a simple thing.
Overthinking it does happen sometimes, and it can be very costly. There's your E-Blade. So another solution for Chronosphere now. Can't really Chrono Super, can't ignore him either. And there's no Diffusal Blade for HGT.
Yeah, and they don't have to worry about massive spell damage coming from HGT because they just don't have it right now. So whoever you Chrono, you just need to drop the E-Blade on him and he's safe.
It's almost impossible to get a good enough initiation at this point, it feels.
You just need to go in, drop your Chrono and hope for the best. Don't overthink it.
And if you're black, you just right-click towers. That's what he's up to. He's good at it. He's taking buildings down. Pretty Hall might die in the well here. Yes, one more slash for black. Gets the kill, but he's focused on other objectives. Meanwhile, the Chrono onto 2, but they have no global to support this still. Icy almost gets the kill, but then the last second at the buzzer, Ethereal Blade saves his buddy, turns it around for a quick frag, and we're looking at a double Ravage here potentially. Ice holding on to the second one, retreating in the face of Stone Gaze as black will also back on out of here, but now he's going to re-engage. He walks on top, the Ravage comes through, a no hesitation Ravage catches him while he's dropping down from the midair. Lift, and that prompts a GG. We're going to a game 3, Winter. This has
game
been
was,
some sloppy Dota today.
this game was, I would say HGT had a very good shot at actually closing the game out. They could have executed better. They had quite a sizable lead at the start of the game, during mid-game.
Well, with that said, Winter, that's going to wrap up game number 2. Guys, be sure to follow him at Winter Dota, myself at LD Dota, and for all VODs, you can go to youtube.com/BeyondTheSummit TV. Stick around. We've got this final game 3 and then 2 more best of 3s coming your way. You're watching Beyond the Summit's presentation of the I-League Season 2 LAN Finals, and we shall be right back.
I can't breathe, I can't sleep tonight, knowing I might wake up alone tomorrow. I can't breathe, I can't close my eyes, 'cause there's a feeling somewhere inside. Feel your touch from across the room. I taste your energy. I see a light that I never knew. You are overtaking me, mesmerized, paralyzed. When your eyes find mine, that's when you leave me. Ocean lost, the world drifts around me. Ocean lost, I feel you inside me. Ocean lost, I feel you. Ocean lost.
Alright, folks, here we go. Deciding game 3 right now.
Sideline of goal! Blake Winner's doing it! They're gonna take! He's gonna bring down Burning! Assault with a double kill! Dropping fast! Mana points there! He's still alive! Wait, Oshek is right! He's got one sub! He's got a second! He's taking it out! Oh my god! On three! They're all dead!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for our deciding game number 3 of your second and final quarterfinal match of the day. After this, we move on into the semifinals. Vici Gaming and Hyper Glory Team duking it out for the right and the privilege of facing Speed Gaming, who actually lost their match yesterday. But because their opponents are no longer playing in the tournament, they got a free default win. So, well, that's one way to move through the bracket, but these teams looking to do it the good old-fashioned way. Vici Gaming, they had a really convincing performance in the most recent game, but they did struggle quite a bit in game 1, and now we'll just have to see who's going to come up a little bit more flush in the clutch moments. Of course, I'm LD of Beyond the Summit. I'm joined here by Winter. And Winter, our draft officially now underway.
Reserve time.
It's gonna be the Whistler game from the HGT. Let's hope they have a better execution this game.
So
are you doing something?
Well, someone just messaged me saying that the winner of this match gets a 2-0. It sounds like Speed Gaming is actually in the lower bracket. So I don't know if we have 2 more matches today. It might only be 1. So Speed Gaming's still in the lower bracket.
Oh, so you mean if they win, they don't actually have to play Speed Gaming because they consider Speed Gaming losing to the Big Gods, and Big Gods will have considered to FF the next match. So after winning this match, you get a free 2-0.
Yeah, so this bracket I'm showing right now is wrong. Speed Gaming's actually in the lower bracket. There is no opponent for the winner of this game. The winner of this game is into the winner bracket finals. So this is actually a pretty big game for the tournament. Guaranteed top 3 if you take this one home. But yeah, anyway, ignore that graphic for now. Let's just look at the draft here, Winter. So it's the Wisp for HGT. They've gone with it, I believe, all 3 games, right? This is their 3rd Wisp in a row.
I can't remember though the first game. I'm just gonna...
Yeah, they went for they had the Tricore. I think Bristleback Wisp.
Oh yeah,
Bristleback
three
Wisp.
games. Yeah, 3 games in a row. You're right. And they're gonna probably do the same thing again, but there's no Bristleback here this time around. And Vici Gaming have their tied once more, so it'll be 3 games in a row tied and 3 games in a row with.
Radiant team pick.
3rd pick now for HGT. Your Ember Wisp already snapped up. What are they gonna go for?
I feel like the Chinese team's not picking Zeus. Feels weird though. I feel that he was very strong. You know, and the last game, you remember the last game when I was looking at HGT's lineup? They had the Dusa, they have a Void, they have Silencer, and the Wisp. But I was talking about they needed someone to do burst damage, and they went for last pick, which was Sinan. Alright as well, but I felt like the Zeus could have also fitted in that situation when you could have dealt a lot of damage to them during the Chronosphere.
There was a Zeus ban, last ban in game 1, I think. HGT banned it versus.
Yeah, that hero just feels like sometimes it's like he does so much for.
Lion.
Yeah, it's. I feel like part of it is we're not really seeing the Elder Titan picks, and it seems like the Elder Titan Zeus is the super strong combo.
Yeah, I mean, scouting on the map with the ulti and dewarding with the pulse, and he works very well without too much farm. He doesn't need so many items, so you can basically play him as a support, and he still does his job well. I mean, that hero is very flexible. I feel. Can be played as a core, can be played as a support. Can go off lane sometimes, and definitely very good in the middle lane as well.
3rd pick now for Vici Gaming. The Lion actually. We're taking the Lion very early. Now, of course, they have MMY, so that's not a surprise, but.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you caught out the games that I did with opening very frequently Lion, and some teams they've been opening with 2 supports. Like maybe LGD they would open their draft with like Lion plus another support like the Skyraf or something. But some teams would like what was the team? I can't remember the team that was opening with Amber morphing a lot of Amber. They were opening some like different teams were opening different ways, and sometimes Lion would be in the first pick phase and sometimes in the second pick phase. But this hero has been popping out a lot in the last few games and the last few series.
5 seconds
I gotta
remaining.
say, it seems like he's worth the pick. He's
He's very good versus like Naga, illusion based heroes, and he got a slight buff with the mana drain, kills the illusion faster.
yeah,
He's good versus-
it's like the Titan strat, the Pugna with Aghanim Scepter.
Oh yeah.
So
Illusion
I think they
killing
used that at
grasp.
TI4, right?
Radiant
yeah.
team
I think it was
Naga.
against Burning's Naga actually.
Yeah, it was against the Naga, they did that, and HGT gonna snag up the Doom, which you're gonna go for the Sand King, which means a lot of team fight, Epicenter plus Ravage. And HGT's lineup is more towards like small skirmish with the Lion, Finger of Death, Doom's ultimate single target. Very good at picking off single target heroes with the Whisk Relocate coming in to assist with the ganks, but VG will be looking to have like a lot of 5-man going on with the Sand King and the Tide.
Yeah, and that does leave the question of if this is going to be like an Air Ember Spirit
10
mid.
seconds
Generally, it's
remaining.
ZSMJ. And they put
remaining.
ZSMJ into the side lane. So,
Yeah, I think this game will be like something along those lines. They're
Reserve time.
gonna redo the same strat in the first game. They have 3 cores which
10
takes farm
seconds
very well,
remaining.
and all of them split push and farm around the map, synergizing quite well with the
5
relocate
seconds
from the
remaining.
Whisk global presence. And in this game, the enemy has very strong team fight, so why not just spread all the way?
Radiant team pick.
last pick now for HGT. They've got their offlane Doom, the Ember Spirit, flexible in terms of where he lanes, so this could go either way. As for Vici Gaming, they've got the Slark probably going into Black's hands. It's an Ice 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 Tide, and it means they'll need a superhero. But to be honest,
seconds remaining.
trying to think, what else has Super been playing? We were seeing his Razor and Death Prophet for a while. Else coming to mind for you on the side of Vici?
Reserve time.
I don't know, man. I feel like they can actually go for one more core, like because the enemy has Doom as a carry. The slug alone might not be enough like this game. They might want someone that can actually take farm and fight Doom. And Medusa is out of the fray. I was actually thinking about Medusa before this, but the next few heroes that comes to our mind is like something like a TA or a OD. But they don't really play OD on VG. I think recently they haven't been picking that hero. But Super used to play a lot of OD in the past.
Yeah, that hero is not very popular in general right now. Could get the Ags versus
The Medusa.
Medusa.
Yeah.
It's kind of
But
a
no,
cute
but-
counter, but
And look at HGT.
Alright.
They're even going like
VG
this is the next
Gaming's
core they're
turn
going
to
for, like
pick.
a super. This tri-core is just basically every single core they have is one of Doom, but they have 3 of those in one draft. And VG is like, okay, we have a lot of team fight, but at the moment we have only one slug, so that
Seconds remaining.
at the same time you want to be more secure. So if you want to be more secure, you go for another DPS hero,
5 seconds remaining.
like a farmer, a semi-core.
the
Team
final pick
pick.
here for Vici Gaming, and it
It's
gives
good
them a
versus-
pretty well rounded.
Doesn't care if he dooms you, you're still dealing damage during the fights. Against a tiny, you want to be far away from him. You don't want to be close to that guy. So that maybe you can go for the Rod of Aethos this game to actually slow and cripple the tiny and while you do the damage on tiny. That's also a good way to build.
It feels like no matter what, they just always give him Ember. Could have been the ZSMJ Tiny, but it's the Air Tiny with the Conquest backing it up. So we'll run through the lineups.
Probably they're distributing according to lanes because that guy plays middle and they want to run the tiny mid.
Yeah, Tiny was mid, certainly. Backing right off the bat. So we didn't see this last game, but we definitely will see it now. And with that, we'll run through the drafts. Again, taking up the Ember Spirit Air. Standing in, we'll be playing the Tiny. If you don't remember, a lot of people thought they would qualify over LGD, but ended up falling a bit short. Clark FY on the Sand King. Fenrir playing the Skywrath Mage. That puts Super onto the Death Prophet. Here we don't see much of as of late, and that leaves Ice. 3 heroes for Vici Gaming going to the top rune. Kaka gonna collect a bounty room bottom, and that's already halfway to level 2. It gives him his bottle off the bat if he wants to send it out. Really nice start.
Rod of Athos. Yep, Rod of Athos.
I guess he's telling Super he should get one, or?
Yeah, he's the only guy that's gonna be able to get the Rod of Athos and make sense. The other heroes doesn't really make too much sense apart from Skyra.
Develop now. I see in the offlane is the Doom up against the Sand King Slark.
He's gonna get levels though, but I remember the game where he was playing Void, he was very safe, you know. I remember the point where I said the bench stunned him and the so that as an offlane you get more impact because you get more farm and experience on the lane. Trying to double stack there but only got one side here, but it's like...
Yeah, that's still a good effort though, and I like how he's kind of hanging around near to the Wisp.
Yeah, they're gonna try. If you look at the reason why he's actually standing here, because the reason you would do like the 4 branch build is you have 240 mana at level 2. So if you see the Tinies, they don't go for this build. They're not gonna try to do anything funny at level 2 because they can't cast both spells. I think that was a really like a
very smart. They aren't gonna be able to take this bottom rune though. Ice as he just rolls in towards the top lane. They may look to go on Icy, but with creeps already pushing into the tower, that's not really a possibility. Can't really do too much during that time.
Yeah, and the Lion is still level 1 though, so kill potential is not that huge yet. Until they need to wait until Lion gets his level 2 before they can actually try and kill. And ZSMJ is going for the
CSing like a champ. 17 and 9. This is allowing.
He's gonna get level 3 here. That's the crucial point where the Sand King can just start jungling away. When he gets level 2 Sandstorm, the Doom is gonna be able to pull got that into the neutrals. He would have denied a lot of farm to Black as well. Stop the pull and he actually failed it.
They paint out Ice. Pretty how I wanted to go, but I don't know if they can quite get this.
I'm feeling like the tide is getting too much from.
But it's the 4-minute rune.
Ace rune.
If they try to run in on that, they're gonna die.
Yeah, he's gonna get. Looking at the Doom, Doom is also about the same experience with like they're just ahead of the tide though. He really should have been ahead.
Yeah, he's level 4 right now, so even, but with that pull, he...
Nevertheless, he's still getting a good amount of experience from the lane, and looking at the stacks for the Tiny. Tiny has 3 stacks from the small and the medium, both the medium and the large camps, respectively. So he's gonna be able to farm this in a try and go in there, but not successfully.
Yeah, kind of an awkward time to go in, as Super was tanking creeps under tower.
There was like a good ward there as well on the dire side that actually spotted the. You know what? It would be hilarious if he kills, or no, he devours the Vulcan and he steals at this game, but dude, that was my cap.
Yeah. He was on tilt. Or maybe
well,
he's just really hard on himself. That's the other possibility.
Yeah. Super's gonna get the rune. Oh no, he actually might die here.
He walks into the avalanche toss. The backup is inbound, but it's a bit late. It looks like no, just barely the orb. Not enough damage. He turns to fight, and in doing so, walks in. That whiz forward straight onto Fenrir, poking him with the sword, and they bring him down. HGT, a quick 2-0.
Wow, that was.
He
I'm
saw
not sure
them,
though.
and he just like decided to run into them.
Dire's bottom
He
tower.
felt confident. They actually could have blown him out quite easily. Like, I was very worried about him when he was running in there.
It felt like if he had waited like 1 second.
Like, a bit too far for him.
Yeah, he was like over here when. It could have been a lot different.
Yeah, like they almost got the waste or but you know, shit happens, so you have to deal with it. For the Midas, sometimes you see players go for Midas in this combination, but I actually personally prefer the drums threats build and the point boost.
Bottom lane, Ice getting aggressive, but there is a remnant drop.
Yes, Ravage. Yes, Ravage. He was trying
He's
to
got backup too. In comes the Scarlet Mage. Pretty Hall. No, they're bringing reinforcements. Goes for the Sleight of Fist. He did not get the chains off. Now, no net, no level death.
Oh, no mana for net. I mean, he could have popped his clarity though. He was
Uh-oh.
like 7 shot.
Not
He
actually
went
sure.
He went for Earn as well though. It was interesting.
Oh, gets dunked. Air stuffs him away. Rotation.
Yeah, but
Early.
I don't understand. I'm not sure about the Earn on the start though. I know you want mana regen on the hero, but it's very interesting though getting the Earn on the start though.
Blink by like the 11-minute mark, probably, maybe a bit sooner, and then you just keep on trying to find kills with that.
Yeah, but I'm not. It's armor.
And it's not like Slark can't get kills with it. He was winding up to jump.
Relocate was up as well. They could
If they could somehow catch FY in the jungle. They have to know he's doing this, but...
with the blink and yeah, his blink will actually waiting for them to actually try and do something at bottom. But middle lane, they're trying to take the whiz, but
This is a very fast blink for FY. It's been a while since I've seen a Sandcane just be allowed to jungle freely.
yeah,
Radiant's
usually in the
top
recent trying to do this, you have some enemy bounty hunter coming to look for you. See you later, bro.
Get dunked. Now air on the chase, but there's a Ravage here for Ice, and he's gonna use it. Almost kills off two, only gets the single. Black looking to make it more though, he'll run down.
A Ravage for like 2 supports and they paid with
Does not die, Drum's now picked up. Icy's closing on his Midas.
his point booster is like 300 gold as well. Like he's so incredibly. This Tiny is very strong at this stage of the game.
Uh-oh. They just double smoked.
Ooh.
HGT.
This one better work. They want to relocate. They want to use the relocate. Because the Doom is not going to be fast enough. Oh, she might actually get it. Oh no.
Black was Ravage. They'll initiate on him, throwing out the avalanche. The toss also already used, I believe. Yeah, it's just pulling down now. They get the first kill, and that's it. Super wants to make him more. He's chucked up.
And there they go, continue farming their way. Tiny is off to such a good start here. Oh, top lane. Do they have blink yet? Oh, Sanking hasn't purchased his blink yet. He's like 2.7.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I assume he's just waiting for the lane to push.
Yeah, most likely. And Death Prophet is having a very, very rough time.
He's almost got Arcane and Blink already.
Yeah, I think he just wants to farm. But, I mean, you want to use your epicenter as soon as you get your blink though. You want to put it on cooldown as fast as possible. Get a kill on a core and continue farming for your arcanes. That would be your most preferred tempo as a Sand King.
The Observer Ward is dropped here on the high ground. It's so good against these Dire Ancients. Just to see if Ice has a stack. They have relocate soon, so could look for something there, but there's no big stacks.
I think this board is just way too good, you know, for the region. It's like one of those like really good positions.
It does feel like a bit of a broken ward. You see, like all around the side of the tower, as well as into the Ancients. You even get some vision up here.
This was the ward that gave VG the BPS victory.
Oh yeah. You're right. Man, that was a crazy game.
Easy setup for the Chrono and the Ravage of 5 heroes.
Yeah. Thank God for instant replay.
Yeah, I remember you guys saying, they're fine, he's fine, yes, Aegis, yes.
Yeah, they had, I think it was double Ravage, double Chrono there at the end.
No chance. No,
Black and Ice.
The Doom is actually, interestingly enough, not going to finish it. Midas, he's actually going to rush BKB, and I am not sure about this. I think Midas on Doom is just very good. Even in this situation, they are ahead by kills. They are in control, sort of.
Black, he's just used the Dark Pack. Say hello to the Hex, the Doom, the kill, neutral deny? Nope, no neutral deny. That was, he used Dark Pack, then right as it wears off, they come around the corner.
I think he was dead anyway because Doom, yes, ultimate. So
yeah.
even if he has Dark Pack,
he almost revealed them like right here when he would have had line of sight, but it was just a second late.
Yeah, that night vision.
Oh well. This is not the explosive start we've come to expect from Black, to be honest, Winter. Had free farm. That's still good net worth, but
they need the Sand King to do something, kill someone or
trying, but nobody is home at
Nobody's home. Nobody's home at middle.
Yeah, everybody's out. They're in the town enjoying themselves after New Year's, and he's just coming up all empty. They do scout out this ancient stack.
Dire's top tower
Something Tiny will look to farm later.
Not a big stack though, so yeah, not so much of a big issue right now. But Lion's gonna run into that kill spot and gonna be dead.
Gets off the Hex on FY at least, but does he manage to survive through this? The Burrow Strike through comes out, gets the first kill. Yep, there you go, secured, but it comes at a cost as two supports get shredded. The quick relocate making the difference.
I think the main difference there was the Lion so quick on his fingers. He got his Hex and stun off. Like he ran into Dios and he immediately hexed the Sand King, and he got the stun out later as well. That was actually I think that was the most important thing that happened there. Not even the relocate that came. If he didn't get his spells off, I think even with the relocate, at most it was a 1-for-1 trade.
This is going to be a very large and in charge Tiny. Point booster out. He's got 2 components additionally for the eggs.
1k to his axe, like he's considered quite farmed at this stage of the game.
And he went drums too. It's not like he's rushing the eggs. He's gone for a 2k huge gold item essentially on top of that. 1.7.
Look at his HP. When he gets eggs, it's like almost 2000 HP. Like, do you even think that VG has enough burst to kill him if they don't have their ultimates up? they can hardly kill him
Radiant's top
when he
tower
has that
is under
items.
attack.
Pretty hot. It's not where he wants to be.
Cheeky
Oh,
ward. He plays a cheeky ward.
that hurts. Yeah, someday we'll find out FY, and he goes on to him with the Flame Guard. Then the Avalanche comes through. They are holding a Ravage here in reserve. I'd say Sice gets boomed. Can't get it off. But may also not be punished. Oh, wait. ZSMJ comes roaring in. They can't finish off FY just yet. In fact, it's ZSMJ who goes down initially. And now, concussive shot coming through as Icy did manage to secure that FY kill. But now the chase is on. Black leaping forward, focusing on your doom. Go back to hell, he says.
What is going on? He actually bought a Midas after that? I see a Midas on here, I'm like, what?
It's the value Ogre Club strat, dude. Such efficiency.
Talk
Yeah,
about value.
I don't know what that's all
I
about.
think the item that gives you the most value as a single item without being upgrades like plate mail. 10 armor. 1.4k gold. Good, very value item for one slot. 10 armor.
Yeah, the other thing is normally when you get a plate mail, it's either on a hero that's naturally got high HP, in which case it offers you a lot of value, like a Doom, or it's later on in the game, at which point you take advantage of it.
Look at this game, enemy and DP slot. And even Tide does a lot of physical damage. Anchor smash. And gosh, reducing your armor. It wouldn't be bad.
Still, the Tiny is pretty damn fat. 5-0 and 5. Almost your leader in CS, just slightly behind Black.
Yeah, but his net worth
Radiant's
doesn't...
top tower
I
is
feel like
under attack.
he's like... He should be more farm than this though. He's 8k net worth at 70 minutes. Like, in a normal game, if you farm really efficiently, you have like 10k net worth on Tiny this time of game at around 80 minutes.
Well, they've been contesting his Ancients a lot, right? Like, normally he'd just be free farming stacks of those.
Yeah, probably that's what happened. Relocate. Oh, dear, Tide. Oh, that Ravage!
That's a big middle finger thrown out their way, but Air will collect his kill. If Kaka goes down here, this means the Tiny probably also dies. The Tether, though, will bring them back.
Oh my god, they wasted a Ravage to get a kill and a get out.
Well, now Tiny's closing in on some farm. By the way, that nuke is still following Kaka across the map. He's gonna tether back into trouble. This Lion will unleash a finger of death from low ground to high ground. Zaps and finishes off the Slug. A perfect 2-hero chains comes in from ZSMJ. All of a sudden, 4 heroes dead. It's gonna be 5 if FY can't make his way out, and he's unable to do it. That's a full 5-man wipe. And down the middle lane they now go.
You say FY can't make himself out, but he was the one who went in with the epicenter.
Dyer's middle tower has
Yeah,
fallen.
he went in and then he realized there was nothing else there. And this is getting out of hand, Winter.
Dyer's structures are
They're running a Tricore Doom Ember Tiny with a Wisps and Lion support, like 2 late game supports that really do a lot of work there.
Can you even go more greedy than this?
Yeah, I don't know. They could have like run the Doom as a jungler and picked some other core for the offlane, but this
And
is
look
pretty
at what
freaking
happened.
greedy.
Look at what happened when VG did that in the first game. They got ran over.
They'll go back now to look to claim some Ancients and also do a bit of dewarding. Or maybe not. No, just farming. They ain't afraid of these Vici Gaming players. Remember, this is a big match for those who didn't hear. It's actually going to decide who's in the winner bracket finals. So, winner of this gets a guaranteed 2-0. They won't actually have to play Speed Gaming and Big Dog, or oh, sorry, Big Gods.
Big dog.
Big Gods have forfeited their way out of I-League because Mikasa's going to play, or coach for
Radiant's
CDEC.
bottom tower is under attack.
Is he like officially their coach, or he's just...
He might just be standing in for D2L. Although I heard that he's not a part of Nubia anymore, right?
Yeah, I heard that.
There was maybe some issues with payments, I believe. Not sure, but some drama, I'm sure.
Yeah, not sure either, but that's not important. What's important that who wins this match and they go to the winner brackets final. That's huge.
They're gonna push top. Air working together here in tandem with Kaka will clear out some neutrals and they push through onto the towers. ESMJ in front, the team wrapping around to join him. Air gonna clear the wave, and the tower will get clubbed.
You know, when I look at the net worth thing, I'm just thinking, Doom, what a hero. Doom has 47 last hits at 20 minutes, but look at his net worth. What is going on?
Tower is under attack.
And he
And
didn't even max,
this is with getting the Ogre Club first. Like,
he didn't max Devour. And he, oh,
It's a little insane. And just the nature of the hero. Like,
If he played this game correctly, he would be maybe even 8k, 8.5k, 9k network at this point in the game, which is ridiculous.
they continue their siege, and it's Vici Gaming who come back for a defense attempt, but they leave Kaka in reserve. He's got the tether at the ready. Tower bottom will fall.
I think they can actually take the tower though. They can actually kill the tower if they want to, but they're gonna opt for the safer way. Back off first. They can claim it anytime they want. This tower is tiny no matter what.
So we see ZSMJ go Manta. Not your
Against the
default.
silence.
Uh-oh.
Against the silence tanking.
Epicenter. Wah, wah, wah. You know, I'm so used to seeing the FY Sand King just dominate, but this is not his finest hour, Winter.
A lot of like the things that they mess up if you paid attention. Remember the last game, Song of the Siren, it's a lot of it is like the communication. This game is like FY wants to go in and then they didn't like. Maybe they wanted to go in earlier and they didn't get the timings right and stuff. You know, a lot of communication issues like today.
Now the thing is that was with Ice Ice Ice. So, I mean, he speaks decent Mandarin, right?
Yeah.
See, it's not like a language barrier thing. It's just general communication issues.
Yeah, they are not at their A game like you mentioned today.
I think they might have started celebrating Chinese New Year a bit early. Maybe they've converted to Western New Year.
Chinese New Year is end of the month, end of January. Yep.
How long are your celebrations normally? It's like a week and a half, right?
2 weeks, yeah, 2 weeks.
Man, that must be nice. A 2-year-long New Year celebration.
In Malaysia, it's like only a few, like 5 days maybe, but in China, it's a lot longer. They celebrate the whole duration.
Yeah, they definitely deserve it. These guys have worked really hard throughout the year, but they're not there yet. They've got a few more games of Dota 2 to be played, and it's HGT who just continue to take advantage. Air the stand and punishing them. With the BKB now online, he feels virtually immune to anything they can toss his way. He'll casually avalanche, will continue clubbing, and ZSMJ gets ready to join him. Your Bash Bro Icy in through the front. Burrow strike coming through. Icy gets caught out. Ravage looking to turn this one around though. Ice 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 will successfully follow up. Gets the kill in the Doom. Air Force to BKB. Maybe this is the turnaround. Vici Gaming, perhaps they've just been playing with them this whole time. Pretty hard. Next on the list will end up going down. Nice blink forward. FY gets the kill. Actually, Super gets the last hit. Your Wisp also in danger now. You're gonna back on out of here. Air looks to turn it. Toss gets the first kill. Now setting their sights on the FY. He's been earned. He traps himself in the trees. Spirit smacking him. Club finishes him. And that's with the Ravage, with the Exorcism now down for a solid 2 minutes. They come right back down the bottom lane. And Doom did buy back, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not sure though about that buyback. I felt that buyback was very bad because there was no tier 1 towers. And you know, it took him like almost a whole minute to get there to the fight. He TP'd to the tier 2 at middle and he just ran over. I mean, if they can get a next objective, like maybe Roshan, because Ravage is down, then maybe it will be still alright. But if they don't get more than that, I think it's still alright for PG, since the enemy used buyback.
Sony's got his club. He's not afraid to use it. Ice Ice trying to go for the tower deny. Gets a little cute here, but unable to get the last hit. So they will just back off in the end. And at the same time, a relocate. Swings through the top lane, and they're gonna go for tier 2 here as well.
They're not getting this tower. They're not. Oh, the Wisps might die. The Wisps might die.
Sitting far back. Actually, Super's gonna have to be careful here as well. Tether back. No, Yule's not in time.
Oh, they are really playing so balls deep.
That was super ballsy. But they...
That looks like he's toast. Yep, he's toast. Let's finger. Whoops! He didn't get the toss off?
No toss, no finger in time. I guess they needed both to get the kill there.
Yeah, if the toss landed, the finger would have landed.
Well,
okay.
Bit
I
unfortunate.
That was a sure kill. I thought that was a sure kill. But nevertheless, VG are still in a lot of trouble here against this enemy lineup. Roshan is the next thing that they want to secure for the Tiny before they go high ground to make sure that nothing goes wrong. No comebacks for VG. But the Sand King is still waiting. He wants to try and get a solo pick off somewhere, but it's not gonna be easy though. They don't have any global support for like no Sunstrike, no Ice Blast, so it's not easy for him to get any solo pickoffs.
Man, this Wisp is in the wrong neighborhood right now. We'll go back to his home turf though. Kankar retreating. And it's Vici moving forward. They look to get in here. They don't have vision up the hill. Now they do. And the blink forward from FY, but he ends up getting craggied, I believe, as he blinks in. The Ravage follows this up. They incinerate the air Tiny as well. And then it's ZSMJ on the retreat out. The Exorcism doing work. They buy back on their Tiny. The Wisp ends up going down. And the Wisp unable to buy back, so it's a Tiny buyback with no reinforcements to make it worthwhile. Now a further engagement by FY. Committing for this air will BKB. As the Exorcism continues through the Yule Scepter, Super survives. Can they get him the kill? They'll doom him, and he will end up going down. They look for Ice 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 now. 3 dead, could be 4. Into the trees he goes. Slight chains. 1 second's time, just a split second off.
I think they could have gotten the Tide kill as well. He just needed to doom the Tide instead of. I thought the DP was dead for sure. Doom the Tide instead of the DP, and they get all 5 kills.
That was
okay, all 4 kills. Okay, all 4 kills. I don't know, man. The DP was dead. He wasted the Doom on a sure dead DP.
Yeah, that ended up turning out surprisingly okay for HGT. It looked like it was going to be really bad for a moment there.
You wanted, I mean, you use the buyback on a Tiny, you want to get as much as you can. Okay, DD on a Tiny, okay? Watch out. See you. Do they have enough time for this? Yes, I think they have.
There's no Ravage, there's no Exorcism. Like, I don't really see how Vici can fight this.
Yeah. No way, there's no way they get the fight off unless they try to steal with the Sand King. Maybe that's the best thing they can do.
We're gonna see some super risky plays from FY.
They need to give vision. Maybe the slot just blinks in ulti.
Too late. They'll give the Aegis to ZSMJ.
Wow, they gave the Aegis not to the Tiny.
And he's the one who doesn't have buyback.
I mean,
for
he's
now.
the strongest hero, I think.
Interesting.
Well, I don't think they can kill this Ember that easily though, since he can manta out of silence and he's such a mobile hero.
And he's just not really, like, he's not the priority target, right?
Yeah,
like,
and you just use your buyback on your Tiny. Why wouldn't you give the Tiny the Aegis?
I think they were worried about it getting snatched maybe, and they're just, you know, grab it as quickly as possible. I'm not sure.
Yes, MJ is the boss though, so no.
Yeah, this is interesting. Well, we'll see how it pans out. For now, Vici are pressing forward bottom. Ravage about to cool down. Exorcism also up now. But they don't have their full team together. Black's mid with Super. 3 heroes bottom. There's no tower to push here.
Everyone is so poor though on VG. It's a 30 minutes game, but nobody feels like it's a. Their items doesn't reflect that it's a 30 minutes game.
Are they still gonna push this? Remnant on in, and as pretty hot leaps forward. He wanted to go to cope for the Impale, but he ended up getting insta-silence and just blown up. ZSMJ now turning. With Ice 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 here, he ravages. With Black supporting him, still not good enough. The Tiny stands strong against this. The Wisp may end up going down. That would be a big pickup. No! Relocates back to the top side of the map just in the nick of time. Will end up surviving. Icy, not so lucky though. They doom Super, and Super seems to be kind of the key hero right now. They've got a Remnant. Does ZSMJ look to go for this? No, he hit Black instead.
I think he wanted to actually hit it on the DP.
I thought he was going to Remnant and then slight change there and try to kill off the DP.
I think he didn't have enough mana. Yeah, he didn't have enough mana just now.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He didn't have enough for both.
Yeah, he can't use both, but gotta deny. Black is gonna come in, trying to steal some stats. Well, he's gonna take a lot of damage.
Yeah,
God,
he's going to need like a BKB Abyssal before he tries that. But for now, he's just being a nuisance. He tries to get cute and clever with this little poke, and Tiny's just like, get the hell away from me.
So he gets 1 essence chip steal for his efforts.
I'm a big rock with a bigger stick. You ain't got nothing on me, fool.
You're a small fish.
Uh-oh. He might kill this courier, though, Winter.
What is it? What is on it?
It's an AC.
AC.
It's completed AC. Oh, a big snipe from Black. Very nicely done. That's going to set HGT back quite a bit. 3 minutes with no AC.
Yeah, but they are. I don't think they are in any rush to push though. Just farm. Their lineup just farms better still against BG. She's gonna try and get a solo pick off with a relocate. Nope, not even needed.
Nice pick there by ZSMJ, and well, the burrow straight comes through, but FYA doesn't have the follow up yet. They bring in the Slark now, and it's already too late. He's back to the tier 1 top. Yeah, is it even gonna matter that they don't have this AC? Like, they could just wait for it to be delivered.
Yeah, they're just gonna wait and farm next items. There's now BKB on Doom, Acceptor on Doom. I mean, they can still farm one more item on a Doom, like maybe a Blink or farm something like a Shadow Blade to catch them out of surprise. So they're not in any rush to push and finish the game.
It just gets to the point where the Slark is useless, right? Because he doesn't have a Linken's. You just blink Doom him. You don't get your passive any longer because there's an Ags, and
yeah,
there's no
and
defensive support to like save him.
Like
no relocate, no Chen send
without
back.
a BKB, you can't really hit the Tiny that efficiently because of the craggy.
They're gonna double back. They were heading right towards FY, but they actually get super. This is the bigger pickoff, Finger of Death, no mana for it. Oh, BKB. Doom though, cancels it. Super continues to run. Black gonna try for the deny, can't even get that. Now he's also gotta back his way out of here. Chasing forward is the SMJ, and they get the chains. The Impale follow-up from him, now stealing his mana, bringing him incredibly low. Avalanche attempted just slightly off the mark, but they still keep the spirits flowing in his direction. Now FY with the casual 2-hero burrow strike, give him the zap! And the Hadouken secures the kill. That's a nice one for HGT. 3 dead, killing off the 3 key teamfight heroes as well.
Oh, the Doom has Hadouken so late into the game.
Yeah, this is not the ideal. He finds another Saturn camp. Let's see. Is there anything useful for him on the map right now?
Anything but Hadouken.
This is actually the saddest jungle I've ever seen.
What? There's literally nothing.
There's nothing, dude. There's Satyrs, Golems, Wildkin, I think. Oh man, life is hard.
Okay, there's something useful here. I see it here. Here. You see it? Can you see where I'm drawing? Opponent has DPLT, has Slug.
Yeah, it's decent.
Good. This is the best thing he has.
Where's that Alpha Wolf at, man?
Hiding even.
You know, whenever it's the enemy playing Doom, I feel like they get an Alpha Wolf like instantly whenever they are ready for it, and when they're on when the Doom's on your team.
I actually think this game the Frost Armor will do a lot. Like seriously, better
it's really good against Death Prophet. That's true.
Yeah, Tide has minus armor as well, and Slug as well. You get the slow on him. It's actually really good against. I think it's like one of the best scripts you can get in this versus the BG lineup. The Ice Storm has not considered it at all this game. He gets the Wild Wing.
War Stomp is at least there for Icy. That's not terrible, but he doesn't have a Blink Dagger, so
I would have preferred to see the Ice Armor. I think the Ice Armor is. I mean, you put the Ice Armor on the Tony, and he's just gonna go in and just everyone is just gonna tickle him.
It's just a lot more reliable as well. You try to walk in with War Stomp, and Death Prophet can.
He has Blink now, and he just minus the Ice Armor creep, adding salt to injury.
Tide does get Refresher. So Vici Gaming leveling up their team fight. They've got the level 2 Epi, the Blink Refresher on Tide.
So what does it matter if the Doom just grabs it on you? So
yeah, if the Tide just gets Doom, that's Tide dead for like 40-50 seconds at least, and no buyback. Could well be a GG death.
Doom is just so good against this whole lineup, bro. Taking out the Tide or the Slug, or even the DP before she pops out.
Oh, this is a bold play. Black charging directly onto air. He'll take a lot of punishment for his trouble. But just force out the BKB.
They just need to wait for the ulti to end and then go in.
They could probably just push now, to be honest.
They can push high ground. Yeah, they can just go high ground. DP ulti is down. I don't think they can defend without the DP ulti. I'll be wrong though. That's their main source of damage right now. The secondary source is all spell damage with the Ravage and the Epicenter and the Skyrath ulti.
Yeah, I would agree. I think you push now if you're HGT.
Yeah, then you definitely push now. I don't think you wait for anything else. But they are actually waiting for something. They're not in a hurry.
Manta? Okay.
Alright?
Well, no, they're... Did he leave a remnant mid?
Yeah, I think so. I see some red bot. Yeah, I see it. It's here.
Where is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
I see it.
in the trees. Okay.
Beauties.
I was not seeing where you were drawing.
Yeah. Don't you see something on the map? Or you can't actually see it?
Yeah, I think it was like kind of small and partially covered up by the trees, I guess, so. Maybe I'm just blind.
You need to get your glasses, dude.
I think I actually might need glasses now. I've never needed them my whole life, but I'm getting old, Winter. The wheelchair is coming next.
Okay, happens to everyone.
That is certainly one of life's truths. Everyone gets old. This is quickly turning into the emo cast.
The glasses will make you wiser. They will give you more words of wisdom.
Now, glasses don't actually make you smarter. They make you sound like you're or look like
Stand
you're.
in air. Oh, Craggy! He got Craggy!
And then
Oh
he
my
almost
God.
gets killed instantly. Burrow strikes out, tries to scurry backwards. Air gets the super long range auto attack as
the
Tiny
bad-
administers his painful justice.
That's the bad thing about having auto attack on this time. Not even kidding.
That was such. Dota's so weird right now. Well, it has been for a while, I guess, but the very randomly like super long range spells and auto attacks that sometimes happen.
And casual BKB by the Doom.
Oh, I thought I heard a BKB,
Yeah, you did hear a BKB. Doom pop his BKB.
but then I didn't see it immediately. So I'm like, I must have just be hearing
Okay,
things.
all the more why you need the glass.
Yeah, the glasses, the hearing aid. It's gonna take quite a bit of work. Why don't we need the cyborg form? You know, that's the next step for humanity, Winter.
So you look like Robocop? You want
Yeah,
to look like-
basically. You have like the Google glasses as well, except they're
Yeah,
it's
imagine
wired
you-
into your
you
brain
have,
directly.
Like a screen in front of you that tells you where's the action going on, and you will never miss a kill. Never, ever.
Fuchi Gaming smoking, wrapping towards the topper now up
Watch
the.
out, double damage.
They might just kill this before Vici even get here, even if they. Well, no, they're not gonna go.
Oh dear, they're gonna run into black. Tiny's gonna run into black. No Craggy this time.
BKB though, he's quick. He gets it off at least, and now works in Super, but Super is fine for the time being. Blink forward from your Doom, and he isolates Ice, taking that crucial team fight hero out of the fight. They shred the Death Prophet with no ravages. With 2 dead already, make it 3. It's basically a 1v5. It is officially a 1v5 now. And HGT surge down mid, looking for the GG.
That was the whole game. The most important Doom that he used the whole game.
That was so well played by Icy. He ignored everything else. BKBs just calmly jumps the tide, and he knows once the tide is dead, that's it. HGT move on here. Vici not eliminated, but they get knocked down pretty hard to the lower bracket.
A lot of rares lost. Am I right?
There are a lot of rares lost today.
You need to tell Daryl not to lose your rares.
Oh, I'm not gonna trouble Daryl with my petty item issues, Winter. Come on now. Have a heart. Well, buddy, as always, thank you for joining me. Any
You're
shout-outs
welcome.
here before we wrap things up?
Shout out to BTS Studio for forgetting me for a second season in a row and not bringing me to
What? You disappeared for like 2 months.
the Just kidding.
Oh, the guilt trip, Winter. That's not fair. I expect better from you. Guys, be sure to follow him at WinterDota on Twitter. You can follow me at LDDota if you'd like. Thank you very much for watching. This concludes HGT versus Vici Gaming. Coming up next will be the only winner bracket semifinal of the night. That's going to be IG versus LGD. I believe Cyclops is going to step in to cast that one. That should be a fun one. You get some entertainment to round out your night of Dota. And then we come back tomorrow to continue moving our way through the bracket. So once again, thank you all for watching. If you missed any of the games from earlier today, you can head over to youtube.com/BeyondTheSummit.tv. We'll also have a rebroadcast after the final BO3 of the day is over. And with that said, LD and Winter, we're going to sign off now, guys. Thank you very much for watching. This has been a Beyond the Summit presentation.
the breeze rushing past, I face. Just hold on to this warm embrace. Looking out, side by side, we'll stay. Seasons change, still our love remains. Lock in your love. Lock in your love. Lock in your love. Lock in your feel the breeze rushing past, I face. Just hold on to this warm embrace. Looking out, side by side, we'll stay. Seasons change, still our love remains. Lock in your love.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be shutting down the stream here in just a moment. Zyclops will be taking over. He'll do the final series for today. That's IG versus LGD. So get ready for some entertainment and puns and just general wit. I will be getting some sleep, and you'll see myself and or Gods, probably Winter, joining us tomorrow for some more iLeague Dota. But in the meantime, have a great night. We'll be taking on the stream again in just a few moments, but just refresh. It'll be right back.